Hello, 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 lovely kids. How are you doing? I hope you are doing well. Yes, Auntie Ruth is fine again, and Auntie Ruth is back here. And you are welcome to Victory Land Virtual Class. Okay, good. And what do we have here? Today we have science. We have what? Science. Okay, so that is our subject for today. So let's go to our next slide, see what we have. Okay, and our strand is what? Materials. Materials, all of you. And our substrand is identifying and classifying materials as solid, liquid, or gas. As what? Solid, liquid, or gas, as we started in our previous lesson. Okay, so this is a continuation of it. So, what are solid, liquid, and gas? Can we think about it? You say, I want a solid food. I want a liquid food. What about gas? Do you use gas at home? So what are these three things? What are solid, liquid, and gas? Let's be thinking about that. Okay, so materials come in three different stages. And they are what? 1, solid. 2, liquid. 3, gas. 1 is what? Solid. 2, liquid. And 3, gas. So this is what we are coming to do today. We want to know what solids are, liquid, and then what? Gas. Okay? Good. So let's go to our next slide. We said solid is any material that has a definite shape and volume. Solid is any material that has a definite shape and a volume. In our previous lesson, we learned about what? Materials, and we gave some example of materials. I hope you can remember that. Yes. We said solid is any material that has a definite shape or volume, or it has a definite shape and a volume. So can you give me some examples of any solid thing you know? Yes, gari. Gari is a solid food, right? Raw, that's the dry gari. It's a solid food. Good. Yes, what about Milo? It's a solid food. Gravels. Good. So let's look at the examples that we have here. So examples of solids are some things that are solid. A table is also a solid, okay? Something that is hard. So we have what? Stone. Is stone solid or liquid? Good. It is what? Solid. So we have stone here. You can look at the stone. I have something here. What is this? It is a mouse, okay? A computer mouse. Is it solid or liquid? I've attached it to my skin. Am I wet? No. So this is what? Solid. So example 1 is stone. 2, wood. We have what? Wood. Good. The third one is chalk. The one we used to write on the chalkboard or the blackboard. When we used to write, what happens? Do we get wet? No. So these are some examples of what? Solid. We have stone, wood, and chalk. Let's go to our next slide. Good. So we have more examples, as I said. Apart from these three, we have what? Gravels, Milo. A paper is also what? A solid material. Okay. Chair is also a solid material. Good. So liquid is any substance that has no definite shape but definite volume. We are coming to the second one, that is what? Liquid. Liquid is what? Any substance that has no definite shape but definite volume. Good. This means that when liquid is poured in a container, it takes the shape of the container. When liquid is poured into a container, it takes what? The shape of the container. Is that right? Good. So, can you mention some examples? Good. So I have my container here. It's an empty container, okay? So can you see the shape of the container? Good. So I want to pour a water into it. So can you take your bowl or cup as well? And this is a sachet of water. Can you see the shape of the water? Yes. It has a definite shape. Okay? But definite volume. It has no definite shape but definite volume. It only occupies the space of the sachet, that is the rubber. Okay? So let's see. So this is a different shape. Okay? Let's pour this sachet of water into this cup and see if we'll get the same shape as it is here or a different shape. So let's pour it into this. Okay, so as we are pouring, can you see what is happening? Can you see the shape of the cup or the plastic container? All right. So as I'm pouring it inside, there the shape comes. Good. So we have a cup of water here. Can you see the shape? Yes. It has no definite shape, but a definite what? Volume. The water has occupied all the volume of the cup. Good. So we said that this means that what? Liquid is poured into a container to take the shape of the container. So no matter how big the container is and you pour water inside, it occupies that space. Okay? Good. Let's take some examples of liquids. Do you know some example of liquids? Yes. Let's take these ones. We have one that is what? Can you mention it? What is this? Yes, it's true. This is water. This is what? Water. The next one is what? What is this? What is this? Somebody will say it's an ink. Yes. What again? This is blood. This is what? Blood. Have you seen a blood before? Yes. You were removing your nails when mommy didn't ask you to do so. And unfortunately, the blade caught your nail and started bleeding. That is blood. So we have liquid in our body. So human beings also have what? Blood. So this is blood. You can get this from animals as well. And what is this? Though it's in a cup, but this is urine. Mommy, I'm going to urinate when you're in the classroom. Please, may I go out to urinate? Yes. What do you pass out? It's what? Water. So urine is also an example of water. And what is this? Milk. Milk. Or maybe soft drinks. Any drink or porridge, tea, all these things are what? Examples of liquids. We have water, blood, urine, and what? Milk. Good. So all these are examples of what? liquids. Good. So let's come to gas. Do you have gas at home, a gas cylinder, or do you use a gas cylinder to cook? Yes, we have it in our various homes. But what is inside? Have you seen what is inside? Good. So if you haven't seen it before, let's come to this and know what a gas is, okay? So good. I hope you are following. Gas is any substances or materials that does not have a fixed shape and volume. It does not have what? A fixed shape or volume. Or a fixed shape and a volume. Okay? We said that a stone, it's what? A solid, and it has a fixed shape and volume. Liquid has what? No definite shape, but a definite volume. This is a gas, and it has what? No fixed shape and a volume. So let's look at some examples. We said it spreads to occupy its volume. Okay, wherever a gas finds itself, it spreads to occupy that space. Okay, so let's take some example. The first example here is what? Smoke. Smoke. Have you ever burned something around? Or have you seen some things burned in your environment before? How do you see the smoke spread around? Yes, you can see the spread of the smoke all around to occupy all the space it sees itself. Okay, the next one is balloon. Balloon. Consider the balloon is very small, but when you are blowing the air into it, then it becomes what? Very, very big. Okay, the next one is what? A perfume or a perfume spray. After dressing, just apply some spray into your body. It's all what? Gas. Okay, good. So all these are examples of what? Gas. So let's look at these differences. Differences between solid, liquid, and gas. Let's look at the differences between solid, liquid, and gas. What makes solid different from liquid? Do you have anything in mind? We have learned it. So tell me, what makes a solid, a stone, different from liquid? That is what? Either a water, a milk, a urine, or what? A blood. So what makes it different? Good. Let's go to our next slide. So let's look at the differences, okay? A difference between what? Solid and liquid. We said solid has a fixed shape or a fixed volume. Can you see it here? Yes. The volume or the shape of this mouse cannot be changed. So you can see a duster on the screen. You can tell that the duster is rectangle. Is it rectangle? Yes. So you can tell that the duster is what? A rectangular object. So it has a fixed shape. So let's look at this orange. Yes. Can you tell something about this? Good. So liquids that do not have what? A fixed shape. Liquids do not have fixed shape. They take the volume of their containers. So this is what? An orange. And when you squeeze the juice into the glass, it occupies the volume of the glass. Okay? So the drink is taking the shape of the glass. The next one, we said what? Solids do not flow. So these are the differences. Solids do not flow. but liquids what? Flow. What are examples? A table. Can a table flow? No, but a liquid can flow. A liquid can flow. Can you see what is there? An example of a sea or a river. Okay, yes, it floats. And when you put what? A ship on it, what do? Row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat. Good. That is it. So you row your boat on the river or sea. So what? What happens? Liquids do what? Flow. The next one is what? Yes, you can see a kid with bananas here. You do not get wet when you touch solid. As I said in our previous slide, this is what? A mouse. I'm not getting wet. I'm not wet. This is also a pen drive. But example of water. We get wet when we touch water, but we do not get wet when we touch solid foods like banana, mouse, and the rest. Or we get wet when we touch liquids. Example. Whoosh. Can you see? Can you also try it? Yes, you can also try it, okay? Try to pour a little water onto your skin. You can see that my hand is very wet, okay? Can you see that? Yes, my hand is wet. But let's try this hand and rub this on it. It's still the same, but look at this hand. So there's a difference, right? Water and then dry. So we do not get wet when we touch solid. We get wet when we touch liquid. Wow. So gas spread to do what? To occupy the space, okay? All available space. And gas floats as in a what? A balloon, as we saw it in our previous slide. Good. So this is where we ending our lesson today. Good. So let's take our exercise notes and pencils to write the following evaluation questions down. Underline the correct answer. Here, you're going to underline the correct answer. So the answers are in where? They are in the red ink. So you're going to underline the one you think we have learned and it's correct, okay? Question number 1. Which of the following material is liquid? A. Stone. B. Water. Which of the following materials is liquid? A. Stone. B. Water. 2. Materials in the environment can be sorted into how many groups? We said materials have some number of groups. So materials in the environment can be sorted into how many groups? A. 2. B. 3. Number 3. The following are examples of solid except the following are examples of solids except A, air, B, table, 3, or C, book. 4. Which of the following materials has a fixed shape? We said something has a fixed shape and a fixed volume. Which of these is A, gas, B, solid? Then number 5. Fruit juice is an example of liquids. True or false? Fruit juice, orange juice, Coca-Cola, Fanta is an example of liquid. A, true, B, false. A, true, B, false. Thank you for your time and as we study together. I wish you all the best and see you in our next lesson. Thank you and bye-bye.